Wow. Those were my high school, college years, so I have a lot of fond memories. But I think from the 70s, it's the music, watching the evolution of rock and roll during the 70s and loving the music to this day.
I remember sitting around watching Battlestar Galactica and Star Trek with my dad. Those were our favorite shows. And my sister and I were into the Partridge Family.
We didn't have the TV on except to watch Lawrence Welk, Hee Haw, Mutual Omaha's Wild Kingdom, or Monday Night Football. Otherwise, we played Monopoly for hours. We played outside till dark. It was just a great time to grow up.
I was married in 1971, and so, you know, that was the end of my high school years. I'm going on to bigger and better things, and I met my husband, and we were married in the 70s, and 4 of my children were born in the 70s, so it was a wonderful, wonderful time.
70s memories, Brady Bunch, awful clothing, awful clothing. I have naturally curly hair. 70s didn't cut it for me because it was that straight look.
In the 1970s, my dad had a '68 Volkswagen, so I learned how to drive a stick shift. And so that's my fondest memory and the music of that time. Chicago, Fleetwood Mac, Commodores, some of that music that I grew up with.
That was the beginning of Star Wars and Indiana Jones and Saturday Night Fever and Grease. And I mean, there are a lot of great memories that I have just looking back at the movies and things.
One of the things that I would tell a new blood drive coordinator is be patient, do your homework, work with the staff, and make sure that you understand all the needs that the donors might have.
Get it in front of people so that they can see what the program is about and what you're trying to get them to do. I think the other thing that I would recommend to people is to get your decision makers on board, get them involved, to get them to be a part of it, get them to support it publicly.
You know, I've heard every excuse in the book. Every excuse that you can possibly think of. You just gotta have it, and you just gotta keep going. Don't get discouraged. That's the first thing. Don't give up. Don't get discouraged.
Well, number one thing I think is to have fun. You have to have fun and interact with all of the people that, all of your donors.
I think that having a blood drive committee is very important. You can coordinate bakers, you can come up with themes, just fun things to do. Get everyone involved, and having a committee helps accomplish that instead of you doing it all on your own.
Express yourself. You don't never